Hi, this is Christy Robinette of ChristyRobinette.com. And this is like my third take. So let's see how this goes. I get a lot of questions about smudging, and I know I've done a couple of videos, but I wanted to do an updated one. Smudging is a Native American ritual that involves utilizing different herbs to help remove negative energy. Now, negative energy can just be a mood or it can be an entity. There is a difference. There's a little bit of a difference when you do it as well. But today I want to talk about when we're experiencing bad dreams, nightmares, just overall feeling and unease. And we often get this at the first of the year, trying to clear out the old in order to make way for the new. And with moons changes as well, such as new moon and full moon. And we have a full moon coming up here in the next couple days, which is a powerful moon. And we are getting some kind of crazy weather with it, and we tend to a couple days before and a couple days after as well. So that's not abnormal at all. So this is a really good time to do what's called smudging. The Catholic Church also does a form of smudging with incense. You'll notice that they'll say a prayer and between masses, and they do that as well. And what that really entails is you're changing up the vibration. You're changing up the energy and bringing in positive. And you're neutralizing all of what had been put into the place. So if you're going through a divorce or a breakup, or you've experienced a death, a loss of a job, anything negative, even if you've never smudged before, all of that energy is being placed into your environment. And it sometimes sort of hides in different places. So you want to neutralize that and bring in the positive energy. The way that I do it, and I'm not saying I have the right way, but it's worked for me for years and years, is I'm Lutheran. So I do believe in a higher energy. I believe in a God. And I say a Lord's Prayer. And I also ask my guides and my angels and my loved ones that are on the other side that I love to help me take away all of the negative energy and to bring in positive energy. What I tend to do is I go to the furthest part of the house and I go through every nook and crevice. I open the cabinet doors, the drawers, silverware drawers, bathroom doors, closets, everything gets open and you're whooshing it out. You can use a lot of different means of doing that. The biggest thing is intention. There's no magical quality with it at all. It's just pure intention. So if you're in a bad mood and you're doing this, you're really avoiding the process. You want to make it as happy and as fun as you possibly can. So this is white sage, pure white sage, a leaf of, and it sometimes comes in a stick as well. I do have a smudge stick right here, and I'll talk about that in a second. And what you do is you can use a shell. You don't have to, though. You can use an ashtray, anywhere that's going to catch the ashes. And you light the leaves. Woo, and you blow it out. And it will smoke like it is doing right now. And the smoke is what's going to happen is all of that negative energy is going to collect into that smoke in a sense. And that's what's cleansing it. So it is smoking pretty pure white, which means that there is pretty pure energy that's here, which is good. The darker that it smokes tends to be more negative energy. Now you're going to want to carry a lighter with you as you do this, because oftentimes it will burn out and you want to keep relighting it. You want to have that smoldering effect. So that is the white sage. And then this is the smudge stick, and you do the exact same thing with the smudge stick. Now this one includes some Palo Santo, some cedar, I'm making a mess, some cedar, and some white sage mixed in. Some of the smudge sticks have lavender as well. And I like the cedar in it because it clears. So if you think of cedar, C, clears, sage, starts with an S, it seals. The lavender often brings a comforting effect. And the Palo Santo that's in here is holy wood. So it sort of blesses the environment. And I like that. So you do the exact same thing. You light that. I'm multitasking, trying to. And you'll light that and it will flame, and you blow that out. And you do the same thing. These often go out more, so you're going to have to keep relighting. If it's a two-story house, I like to go to the basement, do the basement first, go to the second floor, do the second floor, do the first floor, and then whoosh it out the front door. And all the while saying, and you can do it in your head, you don't have to do it out loud. You can say the Lord's Prayer. You can, if you don't believe, then you can ask whomever you want to help sort of eliminate that negative energy. This is pure Palo Santo, and it burns just like wood burns. I'm not going to light this. This is actually my favorite thing. When all else fails, I use Palo Santo. Now, the interesting thing is these all come in essential oils as well. Cedar, sage, Palo Santo, and I love Young Living oils. This is actually called Dream Catcher. And it's a blend. It's got juniper in it, which has also a positive type of quality to eliminate the negative. And it's got I think cypress and black pepper and lots of different blends in it. This you can put on you. You can put it in your shower. You can just utilize it in lots of different ways. So that works as well. And like I said, it's all about intention. Young Living also has the sage and the Palo Santo, and they've got all those too, which work just as well. If you want to use the raw form, which I really do love using, the sage has kind of a pungent smell, so in the workplace, that's not going to work too well. Or those that might have asthma. Or I've never noticed that it really hurt the animals, but you want to make sure that they're not, bothered by it either, especially birds, small animals that you have around. That smoke may bother them. And I've never had a fire alarm go off either, as a smoke alarm or a fire alarm go off. And I've done these in corporate areas as well. But don't take the chance. Don't put the flame right up to it, because you obviously will get a reaction to that more than likely. So if you don't know where to get it, Amazon has it. Amazon's got everything. And if you're in the Livonia, Michigan area, Earthlore in Plymouth has it. Lots of different, any metaphysical places, and even some health food stores sell it as well. And there's no really wrong way of doing it, except you want to make sure that you whoosh that smoke outside of the house. When you clean, you don't shake your rugs inside of the house. You don't want to shake that energy in the house either, because it's just going to make it negatively dirty again. So you want to make sure that you're whooshing it out. If it is an entity that you're having problems with, that's a little bit of a different process. And I might go into that in another video, but you want to cross them over to the other side. You're not necessarily wanting to give it off to your neighbors or anything. If you need this in the workplace, have a toxic boss, or you have a toxic coworker, or just going through a tough time there, there's lots of different ways that you can do, and even utilizing it again with intention and envisioning that negative energy just sucking down into a drain, and that works just as well too. I've also made sprays with this that doesn't have that pungent smell. You can use distilled water and boil that with the raw form of the leaves and make a sage spray, which works really, really well too. I hope that you got a little bit of enlightenment out of this. I know it's a lot of information and a little bit of information and a little bit of time. So from Smudge Away, have fun getting rid of that negative energy. I believe in you.